Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Previously On. This is the week of September the 17th. For those of you at home, that's 9
Yeah, it is.
17 21. Um,
Or
I
from
am
you
your host.
people from the past.
I am your host, Lemus, and as always, with me is my reprehensible cohort, Digital
We
Dachi.
talked about what that word means. That is a bad word.
All the more reason to use it. You only inspire in me the need to use it more.
I hate you.
Ah, no. What's life without a little bit of fun? So here we are. Here we were. Here we be. Um, I got some interesting. So we got our normal beats this week, and I got some interesting things I want to talk to you about. Some just you'll see. You'll see. Okay, so let's just because we both didn't do much this week. Let's just kind of glaze through that Krispy Kreme donut, which now I really want a donut. Um, yeah, I think I've not really done much this week other than like more baby
Got a
stuff.
gnat trying
Obviously,
to eat my
baby doctor.
face.
That's something.
Ah!
Eat it back.
Not eating a gnat. That's disgusting.
Ew, if he's eating you, you show him who's boss. We was in the store the other day, and there was like a fly or a gnat or something that flew up around us, and I always joke around, with flies and stuff. I always do the whole, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you and your family," and I said that, and I didn't realize there was a woman like the shelves were not very high shelves, so it was like right within eye level, and she was right over next to like across there. I just go, I will kill you, not kill your whole family, and make sure you're never found. And then I look up and see this woman just looking at me over the shelf, like, "Excuse me," I'm like, "Oh no, no, there's a fly! I swear." Fun times, fun times. You were like zoned in on something.
Trying to fix something I broke.
I was like, you've probably not even didn't even hear a bit of my
No,
fly
I heard it.
threatening someone's story. Anyhow, so yeah, we're doing baby stuff still. It's week 37 today. Just doing more cleaning and preparing. We did finally get the bassinet ordered. We're gonna have that coming in this week, and we got the wick stuff taken care of. You do anything exciting?
Hung out with you and watched Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into next. Is the watching, which is kind of a doing and watching. We had like a little mini Scooby Doo marathon type thing. It's Scooby Week here. So we actually started the week and we watched Happy Halloween Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo. Oh, it's called Straight Out of Nowhere. Scooby Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Both really good. Enjoyed both of those. And then we made sandwiches. Made some of the best looking, awesome sandwiches, themed sandwiches. If you know Scooby Doo, you understand it's essential to have a nice high stacked meat and cheese, some lettuce, onion, a little bit of hot sauce, a lot of hot sauce, mo hotta, mo betta, and my light, and then some Scooby Doo movies. We watched Zombie Island and the 2002 live action Scooby Doo movie with Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, all the fun people. So yeah, it was a really fun night, really good food. Those movies are great. Zombie Island is the best, hands down.
Yeah, I'll fight
Um,
anybody over that.
yeah, it's the absolute best. And I still really enjoy the 2002 Scooby Doo. I think it still holds up. I think it's a fun movie. I think still one of some of the best casting for those characters. Obviously, I mean they've kept Matthew Lillard around for like every one of the animated movies since then, so that tells you a lot right there. Yeah. Other than that,
So for those of you that's not realizing what's happening in the background here, I'm trying to bring Gotham to life, and I'm doing it live and in person, and it's a very bad idea.
it's starting to sound like a bad idea.
It's not going as well as it originally was because I hit one freaking button
Right.
and broke most of it.
Because we're professionals here.
Yeah, do everything
Only
live.
only the best.
I mean, here's the problem. Where I'm like
Yeah.
really bright and you're really not. You're like in the dark, kind of.
I'm in the
And
dark part of Gotham.
we're split. Like, oh, well, the split's over here. But the split is over here,
Yeah.
and you're like really dark, and I made it too dark on your end, and I didn't notice till we started. So my bad.
I'm sorry about that there, Mr. Broadside. I'm in the dark part of Gotham. Okay, I'm in the Batcave. Where you be? Where was it so bright where you're at? Huh?
Came
You ever
out
think
from
of that?
underneath a rock.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Got no arguments here. Speaking of the Batcave, the other thing we've been watching this week is Titans. We are on season 2, episode 2?
Whatever. That's as
Question
good as
mark.
I'm gonna get it, and hopefully you're not too dark. If it's too
Thank you.
dark, you guys can yell at me in the comments. Sorry about your luck. This is what you're getting.
I'd like to apologize and say I think the ship is sailed. I think the ship has sailed on me being too dark after the whole threatening to murder a fly and its family.
I mean, I do that a lot, so I can't say much.
But did you have a woman in the next aisle over mistakenly think you were talking to her?
Khakis. My lawyer has advised me that I should not answer that question.
Right. So, yeah. So,
I'm
yeah.
about to
Scooby Doo.
murder a gnat.
Do it. I told you. I'm telling you.
Help!
You missed. Send help.
Eh.
You need some anti-gnat repellent, as
You
Batman would
mean
use.
bat? I need some bat gnat repellent.
Bonanza. Oh
Quick,
goodness, Titans is going really good,
Quick, bring me the bat shark repellent. God.
and it's handily labeled. Ah, good series. Good series. I don't care what people say for the time and just for
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
that is. I was just fixing to say. I was going to say that is one of my favorite lines ever because it's a true statement that you can use that quote in daily life and apply it to different things, and it's very relatable because some days you just can't get rid of a gnat. See, there you go. It
Oh,
applies to
it's
everything.
not for lack of trying, allow me to tell you.
Fair enough. So as I was saying, Titans going good. We're on season 2, episode 2. Pretty good. I'm getting bleh. It is
Can you
definitely
talk?
getting trying. It's definitely getting a lot better than it started. Like it's gotten progressively better, which I like. So I'm excited for that. Again, Scooby-Doo Marathon was great. We had a great time cooking. I actually really enjoyed our little cooking together. We had 2 skillets going to heat up some of the meat and cook some sausage and ham and stuff fried
I
up.
should have fried some onions up, but I didn't want to stink the house out.
That would have been a good idea. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, it was a fun visit. Sandwiches were great. I'll upload pictures on the gram, on the Insta, as they say, the Not a Sidekick Productions Insta. So
I
everybody
forgot
be
we
sure to
have one of
go.
those, honestly.
We do. I made an Instagram and a Facebook for us.
See, I
So
don't use
go check that
Facebook at
out.
all, so sorry if you're looking for me on Facebook.
Well, I tried to find you on Facebook and Instagram. For me. But yeah, everybody else that does have those, go find us and follow us and like us and support us and love us. And other than the Scooby Doo movies, you watched anything?
No.
Okay.
Unsure,
So
no, but I don't think so.
I'm sure.
I don't
How
believe I
did you
did.
How did you feel rewatching the Scooby Doo movie? Any
There's a
opinions
lot
or
of
thoughts on
adult humor that I didn't ever notice because I was a kid.
it? Yeah, same.
And that part was fantastic. Like, seeing these old
Yeah.
jokes and, like, just the humor I personally have because it's a very acquired humor, we'll say. Because I say some terrible things. And I don't care to admit it. I say terrible things.
I don't care
They're
to agree
funny,
to it.
and if it offends you, sorry.
Touche,
I was
touche,
raised, if something hurts your feelings, you hurt it back.
touche. But fair enough.
But I
Yes,
also don't
I
get
did
my
it.
feelings hurt very much, so there's that, I suppose.
That's fair.
Ew.
But yeah, I did enjoy it. I also enjoyed it. On the playing side, it's just been a lot of Star Wars. We've been getting back into the whole swing with Star Wars. I think that's it. I play a lot of games on my phone. I've started playing Pokemon Go again, so there's that.
Yeah, I played that one day when we were talking over our cellular devices.
I need more people to start playing again because I've started playing again.
If
But it's
anybody
lonely.
plays Pokemon Go, still
Play with me on Pokemon Go. Send me your friend codes
there you go.
or trainer code. Trainer code. Friend code, trainer code.
We are Team Mystic, I think.
We are Team Mystic. Big Blue. Look, I'm representing today.
I think I
His
am.
chair's Team Mystic. Yeah, your chair looks very mystical. Come the Power Rangers Mystic. Anyhow.
Speaking of Power Rangers, did you see, and I know you didn't because I'm the one that told you, Lord Zed is back in the new Power Ranger series.
Yeah,
And
you
he
told
is
me about
evil
that.
again. So somebody
Well,
explain.
of course he's evil.
I don't-
He's
I don't-
always evil, isn't he?
No. When
Is he a good guy
Andros,
for a
and
while?
this is spoilers from 15 years ago or more, in the end of Power Rangers in Space, Andros crushes the tube that Zordon stored in, and all the good energy goes woo throughout the universe. And he gets turned into a human along with Rita Repulsa and Divatox. And him and Rita are in love. But before they got turned into that, they had a son named Thrax. And it's just been that kind of happened.
And that was the last we seen Zed before.
Zed was good, yes. So I don't know if this is a time travel issue or what, because I don't really keep up with the new Power Ranger stuff like I kind of wish I did.
Yeah, same. Like I watched. See, I don't even remember any of that from Lost in Space or from In Space, and I watched that one. I've watched all the way up until, was it RPM maybe?
RPM's a good series.
Yeah, I think that was the last one I watched. It's been a while, but again, I need to go back and rewatch all the old ones, and they all used to be on Netflix, and they took it off. Now I think all they got is the original Mighty Morphin and some of the new ones, but they took off all the good old ones, and now I'm sad. So maybe they'll bring it back. Netflix, please bring back our Power Rangers. We need it. I got a daughter that's about to be born. I need her to have unlimited access to all the Power Rangers. Okay,
Some would say the morphing grid.
This is a necessity. That's right. Uh, yeah. You been playing anything?
World of Warcraft.
Nice.
Pokemon Go, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, you played it for a day. You need to play it more.
I mean, I played it a little today.
Oh, well, I didn't know. You didn't tell me that. You could have told me.
I was waiting till now. We have to have stuff to talk about, don't we?
We do have stuff to talk about. I've got something to talk about. I want to get in some like newsy, updatesy stuff for this week that I want to talk about.
Sorry. God.
It's not necessarily in the news. It's just, well, one of the things I want to talk about is in the news, and the other one is kind of a question / throwback discussion I want to have. So first, let's talk about Marvel news for this week, everybody. As you know, if you look behind me, I love comic books. As you know, if you look behind him, he loves comic books. So a new Marvel property trailer came out this week. I don't know how many of you watched it, but I've watched it enough for at least 20 or 30 of you. The Hawkeye Disney Plus series has come out.
I was about to say, am I supposed to know this? Because I don't.
I didn't know if you would or not, to be honest. You're a DC guy.
No, I am a DC guy, but
we'll forgive you. But I mean, I do like DC too. I mean, I've been watching Titans all week, so what does that tell you? But the Hawkeye trailer came out.
You like Dick though. Grayson.
Yes. Of the Flying Graysons, I like Richard, the first Robin, the Knight to the Wing. He's my favorite DC comic book character. Period. Like my DC Comics characters, Nightwing is number one, and then Green Arrow, Oliver Queen Green Arrow. I should specify there's been multiple. And my number 3, man, I'll have to think about that and get back to you. I just know my top 2 is Nightwing's number 1, and then Green Arrow, Oliver Queen's number 2. But yeah, I am a fan. Hence why I've been watching Titans all week. But Hawkeye trailer come out this week. And it looks really good. I'm excited about it. There's a lot of little first of all, it's like set at Christmas time, which is very exciting. Basically, and I know what you're going to say. Before you say it, I haven't seen it. It's basically Die Hard, but like a Marvel version. It's like Hawkeye in Die Hard.
For those that are going to hear this, because I've actually got another announcement to make here soon.
Oh no.
I'm making terrible faces because I hate Christmas. I am the biggest Grinch that never had his heart grow 3 times too big.
Right.
Moment, and it'll never happen.
The issue. No, I think it will. I think that's the issue. I think you just need the right exposure to Christmas. Maybe that'll be a fun experiment this year
to see if you can melt the ice off the heart of the Iceman.
To see if we can. So you said the other day there were which Christmas movies that you actually tolerate or even would dare say even enjoy.
Patrick Stewart's Christmas Story, Carol, whatever. The one with the 3 ghosts.
Yes.
And the Grinch. That's the only ones.
Okay, so the goal is, and everybody send in your comments below. Send us comments on here or wherever you're viewing this. Comment us, message us, whatever, and with recommendations for Christmas movies and or shows or whatever Christmas things for us to try to win over Dotch and see if there's any new movies or shows we can add to that list that he actually enjoys, or even just like Christmas themed activities or foods that we can get him to try and go from there. And that'll be a fun little experiment to do, a fun little thing to try to win him over a little bit on the whole Christmas thing. I think that would be really fun. Bring the whole Scrooge of it around. Bit of a miser.
Well, just going to say bah humbug.
Exactly. I thought you was going to call me Bob Cratchit for a second. And I was going to be like,
you would be my Bob Cratchit, actually.
I would be that. Oh, well, I don't know, either that or in this case, I'd be Bob Marley because that'd be your business.
Well, it depends when you're gonna die and have your chains.
Your chains will be twice as long as mine. Oh man, your chains would be.
What's his name? Bob Marley? Because that's. Ain't that
it's Jacob Marley. Did I say Bob Marley?
Yeah, you said Bob Marley.
It was Jacob Marley.
He famous for like singing music and.
I was getting Bob Cratchit and Jacob Marley confused. I combined them into a singing. No woman, no cry. So,
right.
Goodness, I don't. Where did we go? Oh, Hawkeye. It's Christmas.
This is everywhere.
I know. But it's like Christmas themed, but it's basically after Endgame. Yes, it's after Endgame. And he's training Kate Bishop, who, if you know from the comics, is like the female Hawkeye. She's like the chick Hawkeye. And they're running from a group of villains known as the Tracksuit Gang or the Tracksuit Mafia. That's what it is. And it's literally like a bunch of mobster gangster guys that all wear like tracksuits. Which is weird, but I mean, it's Hawkeye comics. So I'm really excited for it. It looks a lot of fun. Actually, unpopular opinion, I'm a big fan of Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. I think he does a fabulous job. And it's got a quick shot where you get to see Lucky the dog, which is the dog, Hawkeye's dog from the comics, who is blind in one eye. And he's a golden retriever who's like missing an eye and stuff. And I think in the comics he may even be missing a leg at some point, but which is why they call him Lucky. But yeah, he's a cute pupper. And there's a shot of him in the trailer, and he looks awesome. And then yeah, it just looks like a lot of fun. Like I said, it looks like Die Hard meets Marvel and Home Alone and all this kind of good stuff. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. Have you ever read anything or have any thoughts on Hawkeye as a character or in the MCU?
I like Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye. Didn't care much for him anywhere else, but the MCU version's like pretty awesome.
Fair enough. I respect it. Yeah, like I said, I like his take on it, especially again an unpopular kind of movie and for a lot of people in the MCU was Age of Ultron, but I really like Hawkeye's whole Avengers speech when he's trying to rally uh, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and he gives the whole "We're fighting an army of robots, and I'm a guy with a bow and arrow. I'm going to go out there because it's what I got to do." And it's like you step out that door, you're an Avenger. It's good pep talk.
Something.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So my next thing is when we were having. So this is the creme de la creme here, right? This is the real meat and potatoes of the podcast tonight. I wanted to ask you about. Yeah, I've got a really good idea, and it's a question that you actually created unintentionally. You created in my brain yesterday when we did the Scooby-Doo thing. So when you were coming back from rolling your windows up, that's what it was. You had to run back out to roll the windows up because you brought in like drinks and stuff. And when you went back and you came back in and you had I'm guessing your phone on you, and it was playing music. Right? So it got me thinking to that age-old question of like the whole if we came with our own entrance music, our own theme music, because it kind of felt like you walk in and you got like this entrance music playing, and so I'm like, well, that's a fun topic to kind of think about. It got me really thinking about it, right? So just out of curiosity, if you could choose your own theme song music or entrance music to play wherever you went, what would it be?
God, I don't know. I like so much music.
I know, me too. Like I said, it's a fun topic to think about. And here's where it delved even further for me. Because we are both big fans of old school WWE, old school wrestling, and especially like the wrestling games, where you could always make your own entrance for your characters and have pick like a song, or even if you had songs or music downloaded onto your Xbox, like if you had a CD that you'd rip to the
Oh
old
yeah,
Xbox,
yeah.
you could pick your own music for your character's entrance. And so it got me thinking, I'm like, well, I mean, entrance music is a real thing. So like, just makes you kind of curious, right? Like if everybody was to come with their own kind of entrances or entrance music or theme song, like how that would work.
Like 90% of the world, I would just imagine would have like clown music, like the circus, because I just can't stand half the people in the world. Sorry if you're one of them people.
I think the music they would choose for themselves and the music you would choose in your own
vastly different.
Would be
yeah,
different.
100% different.
It's completely different. Yeah. So that's the topic you got to think about. Like,
what do you? Yeah. God, this is dark, but whatever. It's me. What if when somebody was to say jump off a building, it was like free flying was what the song played?
Right. Well, yeah. What?
Or
right.
free falling, rather.
What if it wasn't what we played in our head for ourselves or for other people, but just life chose the moment, right? Like whatever you're doing, and then life just all of a sudden starts playing music. Like you just start hearing it out of thin air, and it's like,
well, like I think whenever the Friends theme, when everybody starts like showing up together if they go to a party, that would be one.
Right.
But then that leads to having to have a fountain scene with a whole bunch of other.
And then everybody's got to do the clap at just the right beat, so they're getting thrown out. One clap too many, you're out of this party. Get out.
Yeah, and we know you're only here for the free booze, so you SOL,
right.
buddy.
Right. And then you got to play like hit the road, Jack.
Yeah, hit the road, Jack.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. And then, well, ironically, I had a situation similar. Like, I don't know if you're a less superstitious.
You been thrown out of a kegger?
No, no. No, I ain't been thrown out one yet.
Well, not that I've been. I was about to say what.
But
what do you mean less superstitious? I'm pretty darn superstitious.
Well, let's put it this way. Back when I was working on site, luckily with the job I'm at, I'm working from home now. I'm working remotely. But back when I was working on site, it's about a roughly 30 to 45 minute drive, depending on traffic, to get to my job and back.
Well, with the roads you take.
Well, yeah, because I take the back roads. I take the interstate once in a blue moon. Here, in my defense, I know the interstate's quicker, but not when they're doing freaking so much road work and construction, and they have been. For
I would
the
definitely
past 2 years.
go to your job on the interstate. Now coming home, yeah, take the other way.
Right. Well,
But
see,
I
I
also know
always
like
forget.
6 other ways to get to your house, all of which are a lot longer. But just
Right.
saying, I know a bunch of
So, like,
ways. I
taking
drive
the
more
road
than
I
you though,
take
so
is a pretty much straight shot. Is the beautiful thing, but it
I
does
like to
take a little
drive a
bit
whole
longer.
bunch,
There's
and I
more
shouldn't, I
traffic.
guess.
Well, so my issue was this happened a little while back, but anywho, it was a rainy day. It was a pretty heavy rainy day. My car is not the best in the rain. Like I'm a decent enough driver. Like I don't think I'm a great driver. I don't think I'm a bad driver. I think I'm just a decent driver.
I'm NASCAR status.
Um, Jeez.
Yeah, I got
Um,
tons of humility over here, right?
right. So, for instance, I always take my MP3 player and I hook it up and I just put it on shuffle, and I've got a vast mix of music. Right, I've got everything from Frank Sinatra to Linkin Park to Eminem to Disney songs. Like I've just got everything on my playlist. I've listened to literally everything. Um, and it's playing random and on shuffle. And I'm at a spot notoriously bad for when the roads get wet, for being a little bit rougher to traverse. And the old song, I think it's from the 90s or 2000s, One Little Slip comes on.
Never heard it,
And
but
well, basically, like he's like singing about something, but then the chorus goes one little slip, and like gets to that, and I'm like wet roads, curvy road, rain coming down, and he starts to say one little slip, and I'm like, nope, next. That's
God.
not what I need to be listening to right now. They're gonna find my body over the railing and find that song playing, and they're gonna be like, yep, one
Wouldn't
little
that
slip.
be wouldn't that be the most perfect ironic thing though?
Right. If it was like whatever song, for some
But
reason
what
I
if
think
you
about God.
like hydroplane, your car's going everywhere, and all of a sudden I'm just dancing in the rain comes on, that old classical song.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, I think about these things a lot. I think about
Yeah.
if I'm listening to music and I'll be listening to a song and I'll think, man, if I died right now and they seen this was the last song I was listening to, what would people think about that?
Well,
Like, I
just
don't know
think,
why.
you can't play that song If I Died Young.
Right. Well, not anymore. No, listen. When I was doing a
Where did
thing
we
the other
go
day,
with this? Jesus Christ.
well, the whole thing was about entrance music, right? It's about you
And
can choose
somehow
your
it's
own
went to
theme music.
death, which I'm
Well,
okay with, but
because you're the one talking about free falling, somebody jumping
just
off a
saying,
building.
it's there. Take it.
It didn't have to be so dark. It could be parachuters. They could have free falling.
Do you see this background? I am in Gotham right now, sir. I've seen some stuff.
Fair enough. Hey, there's people.
Sorry, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows like over there in Metropolis.
I think we done established I'm in a dark place too.
Your
You
lighting's
said
dark. Not your
Fair
area,
enough.
sir.
Oh, listen. If anything, if you're in Gotham, then I would be in Bloodhaven. Let's just be honest about it.
Well, fine. I'll put a red background behind you or whatever.
Of course, granted, Bloodhaven may be a little bit less intimidating than Gotham, but it's definitely not as bright and shiny as Metropolis. Metropolis is too much shiny for me.
Metropolis is just that place where people get like roofied and then they wake up with a whole brand new life and everything just seems perfect.
Right.
Until a robot comes crashing through your
next
house.
thing you know, you're working for LexCorp.
Which goes back to that whole thing we talked about before. Working for Lex Luthor would not be the worst thing ever. Think about the benefits he has.
Like,
He's an actual corporation. His dental work would have to be great.
My DC and Superman knowledge is very basic. I don't know much. But to my knowledge, the only two places of employment I know of in Metropolis is the Daily Planet and LexCorp, which actually, being a bit of an author myself, I would think I would be writing news articles for old Perry White over in Daily Planet.
Did you originally say the Daily Bugle? Because I
No,
don't
it's the Daily
remember.
Planet.
I
No,
think you
I
said
can
it.
claim
I
it.
just
No.
I just can't remember. Man, I'm
I know.
trusting you.
I know
Kinda.
my news.
Your comic news is.
My news. I know the word for it. And I can't think of it. It's like news sources, but that's not it. But what do you know what? I know my news. I know my J. Jonas from my Perry Watts. I know that much. I don't know what the Gotham Gazette. I do know it's called the
Yeah.
Gotham Gazette. Yes, I'm still forgetting it. And Vicky Vale, I think, is the most notable one for the Gotham Gazette.
She's an actual like news like TV
Oh,
reporter.
right,
I don't know who the
right,
best writer is, if there even is
right.
one.
Well, then there's a vacant spot for me to fill. I'm gonna go out there and get the stories.
You'll survive 30 seconds. You'll blow up from a wind-up
Oh,
penguin.
I know. Oh, I know. You got to keep an eye out for the wind-up penguins. God, there's something
A
always trying to
stray
kill you in Gotham.
boomerang.
Man,
Or
can you imagine
batarang, I guess I should say.
people's theme songs in Gotham?
Oh, Lord.
Oh man.
Just be an orchestra of doom. You just walk down the road and it's just like the most terrible sounding, like you know you're about to just get mollywopped.
I mean, I think the George Clooney Batman and Robin already told us what Mr. Freeze's theme song would be. He told us himself he did have his own song. He done the Mr. Snowmiser. Oh man. Goodness. What do you think Batman thinks his? I mean, obviously he has theme songs, but I wonder. I don't think like our version of the Batman theme songs. I don't think exist in his universe.
So
So
what
then
would
that just
Batman's theme song be?
no, yeah. Like if he picked his own song, like from like our music, not he can't choose one of his actual theme songs that like a Batman theme song. He's got to choose like an actual like pop culture song.
One Step Closer by Linkin Park, because he's just one freak out away from just shattering a guy's throat.
Right. I mean, that's what Joker tells him. You know,
That's
you're
the,
one bad day away from being me.
I mean, it's true. If you think about it, and this is shown in the Titans TV show pretty well. Now, I haven't watched it, but
Yep.
Bruce is kind of loony by the time he's an old man because of all the stuff he's seen. I mean, think about how many dead bodies this guy's ran across trying to save people and not being able to. That can't be. I'm actually getting yelled, "Hey, Uncle Batman!" right now because my niece and nephew are here. So if you hear that, there's a legit reason there's people screaming.
Yeah.
You're not just going crazy. Or maybe
he
you are.
is in Gotham. Yeah, he's in Gotham.
I mean, you might be going crazy. Been there, done that. You might hear voices, you might not.
Sir, we're in Gotham.
But yeah. It's
it is interesting.
it's a thought.
It's a thought-provoking thing. And maybe that's another thing to comment below. What your all's I will say, I don't know what my entrance song or theme song would be, but I did see in my memories on Facebook a while back, there was a thing on there that was to figure out your zombie apocalypse like battle song or your zombie apocalypse thought song. And I had done it. Apparently, it was like go to your MP3 player and then hit shuffle and then go to like the fifth or seventh song. I don't remember what it was, but and then that was supposed to be your zombie apocalypse song. And mine was Miss Jackson by Panic! The Disco, which I am a-okay with. It's a really good song. It's a good like I don't know, like a good. I could see it being a good zombie apocalypse, going and killing song, especially if you've seen the music video for that song. There's a whole thing where he's like fighting a Japanese spirit thing, and he's got a katana and stuff. So it works. It tracks, and I really like that song, and I like the kind of hype up behind it, but also the kind of like dark edginess to it. But I don't think it'd be my theme song or entrance song. I just think that I like that for my zombie apocalypse song, which that's a whole nother thing. What song you want playing when you ride into battle to be victorious or to do some damage? What's your hype song? Get you amped.
God, I don't know. It would be an anime song though. Absolutely gonna have to be an anime song. I just don't know which one.
A really good one on my end. It's from an old movie nobody's gonna know, but it's called The Last Dragon. It's an old kung fu movie, and it's got a song called The Last Dragon, and it's just so good. And it's a good hype amp up song. Also, a lesser known, well, maybe lesser known. It's more modern, but Fort Minor, Remember the Name with Mike Shinoda, and I think it's got some other people on it. Is a really good one. But yeah, dude.
So here's the question for you.
Yes.
Would you rather have Robert Romero's, I think that's his name, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, Mr. Romero's zombies where they're slow and methodical and just kind of chase you all the time? Or would you rather have like World War Z zombies that if you have a detrimental illness, you may be saved?
Oh, that's true. Dang, because at first I was kind of like, are you really asking this question like it's a no-brainer? But you've got a good point though, because they found out anybody who's had any kind of illness,
Well, it's got to be like something that the virus, like they would die and the virus couldn't help be transmitted.
Right. It had to be a terminal.
Yeah, a terminal illness would cause you to be like free from it. Not free, but I mean you
almost
wouldn't,
invisible from it. Yeah,
you are invisible to the zombies that are running around.
But with the Romero zombies, they don't care one way or the other.
Oh, they just want brains.
I would still probably go Romero zombies. I'm sorry. I feel like I would know how to fight them a little better, if that makes sense.
So another zombie apocalypse question, sir.
Yes.
Jake Jacobson from the Pepsi newsletter.
Yes.
Not by the Pepsi supplier, just like the name. Would you rather have a baseball bat or a sword for zombie killing? There is a right answer here, just so you know.
No, there is, but there's also the biased answer.
Bias goes out the window. Use your brain.
Kane. I'm saying sword.
So you've chosen death.
I know. Well, like, because there's obviously advantages and disadvantages to both. Obviously, with a bat, there is more advantages. But here's the thing. It's also know yourself. I'm not good with a bat. Or I should say, I'm better with a sword than a bat. And I can be more resourceful with a sword than a bat.
Not if it gets stuck in a bone.
Not if it gets stuck in a bone. First of all, know where you're swinging, know where you're stabbing, and make sure that sword is sharp enough. Sword is sharp enough, it will cut through bone.
What about the seventh one? If you gotta kill 7 zombies in a row, that thing ain't gonna stay sharp very long.
No, but you can proper maintenance. You keep a whetstone with you, and just when you're got downtime.
This ain't Monster Hunter. You ain't gonna just whetstone your sword any given. Oh, just if you had follow him for a minute. I'm gonna just sharpen up. Come on.
My other point though is that the sword is handy for other things. You can use it like for cutting things open, like cutting doors down or cutting through shrubbery or cutting fabrics. You can use a sword for a lot of things. Also, I feel like with a katana you get a little more range. I guess it depends. Also, I feel like a wooden bat, unless it's a Louisville Slugger, is going to break just as easy after it takes some good poundings to bash in heads.
There's no other bat than a Louisville Slugger, sir. You take that back right now.
Touche. Now, those things probably wouldn't break because those things are made to friggin' murder.
Yeah, zombies.
I do like the option with a bat that you can turn things into projectiles by just tossing it and knocking it at the zombie.
Actually, something that's a bit messed up. If you go and like eventually watch Attack on Titan season 2, I think it is. One of the Titans is smart. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, spoiler alert.
I've seen season 1 or part of it. I've seen most of season 1.
There's a Titan that will take a boulder, crush it, and then throw the pieces.
Jeez.
And you know,
just
something that big,
some kind of shrapnel. Yeah,
it's exactly what it does.
Nice, very nice. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the one handy part you get with a bat. But You know what?
You
As
know,
the
you could have
infamous
answered this the other way. Why not both?
dang it, I was just gonna say, wow,
I
stole
knew
my
where you was
moment of
going.
thunder. Yeah, because I was gonna say, as the old
You want
commercial with the
a little bit of thunder, a little bit of
the
lightning.
little taco girl goes, why not both? Oh man, now I want tacos.
Dude, I've ate so much today. I don't even want to think
I
about
know.
food. I
Ah,
did the
fair
cardinal
enough.
sin. I had Chinese and then I had Mexican. So,
And
oh man,
dairy.
and Dairy Queen.
So you just not I made a nice little mixture of cement to mix it all together. Goodness, dude. Oh, so the city is calling. They need their hero. They need their superhero.
That'll be all right.
And we have I mean that's about the where my wrap up comes in for today. But I will let Dachi ponder on the question of his entrance music theme song, and we'll get back to you on that. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share the word. Just tell people about it. Share the good word. Um, and be sure to comment below with your Christmas ideas. Comment your theme songs that you would like to have played or that you want to follow you around your entrance music. Um, yeah, just chat with us below. Answer any of the questions from this video. Just chat us up. Let us know how you're doing this week. Tell us how your day's going. Look, we're here. We're here for you guys, man. Maybe we'll read some of the comments on if we get enough comments stuff. Maybe we'll read some of your guys' answers in one of the videos coming up. So
And
yeah, stay tuned.
what
What?
I was gonna say earlier before we
Yes.
end this beautiful, beautiful podcast. Hopefully, by
Thank
the
you.
time this goes live, some of the other podcasts will actually be up on Spotify because I plan on working on that tonight before we conclude our business deals.
Yeah, so be looking for that. Also, speaking of that, be sure to check on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow us on all three of those places and be updates. I'm putting the videos up on Facebook and Twitter every chance I get. I'm gonna try to put some pictures from our Scooby-Doo sandwiches on Instagram. Yeah, and as soon as we get those podcasts on Spotify, I'll be notifying and making updates through the proper channels. So stay tuned, stay updated for more. We're trying to get some more videos out and stuff this week to you guys. Got a lot of fun ideas, a lot of fun things in the works. Uh, yeah, so I think that's it for me. Do you have anything else, Sir Dachion?
Oh, don't ever call me that again. Anyway, no. I hope you guys enjoy and, just, make sure you come around for a couple old superhero freaks like us.
Speak for yourself. I am a weirdo, not a freak. Excuse you. I'm a superhero weirdo. I don't know.
I think being a
Yeah,
freak's a little better than being a weirdo,
maybe
personally.
maybe I am a freak. Who knows? Freaks, geeks, all the good stuff. Some throwback '90s reference for y'all. Speaking of Scooby Doo, real people know what that means. Anyhow, yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, enjoy. It's been real. See you guys next time.
Bye!
Out.